How's it going, guys? My name is TJP, and welcome back to another Madden NFL 24 franchise ripping challenge. We got our next NFC conference team, and it's going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fourth seed last season, lost in the wild card to Dallas, 31-14. So that's why we're doing them next. 5 seasons to win a Super Bowl. Injuries are on. These are the rules. Have been, will be, and will continue to be for the rest of these normal team rebuilds. Not meant to be realistic, just so you guys know. It's a video game at the end of the day, and if I mispronounce names, I mispronounce names. So, we're going to the gameplay. Before we do, leave a like, subscribe, and join the content. Comment on this video, go to socials, playlist, second channel, and main channel down in the description if you do like other content with DJP. With that being said, let's get on to the gameplay. Alright, so let's take a look at this roster here that we've got with Tampa Bay. So, if we take a look at the rosters, it should be pretty interesting. Because QB, we got Baker Mayfield. Which, I don't know how long he'll be the QB for, but we'll see. Rashad White and Edmonds, running backs. Might want to get a better running back. Wide receivers got Evans, Godwin, and Russell Gage Jr., who's hurt right now. So Palmer is going to be stepping in. Kate on tight end. Left tackle is Tristan Wirfs. Matt Feeler. Left guard. Ryan Jensen's pursuer center, but he's hurt right now, so it's Hainsey. Right guard is Cody Mott. Luke is our right tackle. William Golston, left end. Logan Hall, right end. Vea is going to be our defensive tackle. Tran Shoyinka, he's going to be our left outside linebacker. Levante David, mid linebacker with Devin White. Shaquille Barrett, right outside linebacker. Jamel Dean, corners with Davis the third. And then we got Zion McCollum. Antoine Winfield Jr., free safety. Strong safety is Ryan Neal. Kicking is Chase McLaughlin. And Jake Camarda is going to be our punter. And then there's the pick situations. We don't have a 5th rounder this year. But after that, we have all of our picks. So, interesting team. Because obviously, you know, they coming off the Super Bowl from a couple seasons ago when they had Tom Brady. Obviously, Tom Brady's gone. So, we'll see what what they're going to do with this season. At least in the game, right? So, we look at the improved team functionality. We could probably use a couple positions. So right tackle for the season, we could pick up Collins. I mean, I could do that. I mean, that is a position of need. What right ends we got out there? Sham, Robert Quinn for the season. I mean, even though it doesn't really fit the scheme of the team, I could pick him up, bolster up the defense a little bit. I guess if we wanted to get Collins, we could. So I'll pick him up for the season. Might as well. For the year. I mean, if he's here, right? So, might as well take a shot at him. Maybe we'll make a move at the deadline. I'm not really sure, the mid-season point. But for now, I'm going to simulate, and we'll see how good this team's going to be, and we'll go on from there. Alright, so we're sitting at 3-3 right now. Now, I'm going to take a look at some of these moves here. We got games offer. Let's take a look at this offer, see if they have anything interesting here that we'd want. Rose in a 5th. Warren in a 5th. Nothing too crazy. I mean, we'll have to look at the roster more in depth in case I do want to actually make a trade. But 3-3. I do think I want to make a trade, but maybe just not something like that. Let's look at the stats and see who is doing well and who isn't. If we take a look here, so Baker Mayfield has been amazing. 1,127 yards, 8 TDs, 5 interceptions, 67% complete percentage, which is good. 94 passer rating. White, 484 and 5 TDs, 139 and 2 from Vaughn. In terms of receiving, Evans, our leading receiver, 292 and 2 TDs, 234 and 2 from Godwin, 228 from Palmer, 199 and 1 from Cade. Our blocking has been pretty solid for the most part. Devin White leading the team in tackles to 39, 37 from Dean. You guys got 30, 29 from David, 26 from McCollum, and then we got Davis the third, Neal, and Joey Boy, 21, 20 from Shaq. On the tackles, 9 sacks already from Vea. 9 sacks, pretty insane. 4.5 from Joe, so that's good to see. And then only 2 interceptions to the team, Neal and Merriweather. Bacala, 3 or 4, all of his extra points, and you had your punting, kick return, and punt return. Okay. Let's see, 25th in offensive yards, which is pretty low. Our passing is obviously near the bottom of the league, 3rd worst. Our rush, it's a little bit better, I'd say. And we're scoring 21.5 points per game, which, I mean, that's like about average, more or less. And then defensively, we've been solid. That's where our bread and butter is. We're doing okay against the rush. And then our passing yards allowed is third least. So that's good to see. I do think there's a scenario where we can make a move here to try to get us into, you know, the playoffs. So I'm going to take a look and see what is out there in the market. I want to see how much money we have to play around with. We got a little bit of money. Maybe try to get a small player. Marginal improvement here. If there's a good tight end, we could try to get. All right, I couldn't find any trades, and yeah, we ended up going 6-11, so we didn't have a good season. Kind of predictable, but this is fine. Totally fine. Let me look at the stats. See what we had going on over here. So, Mayfield, nothing too crazy. 23 TDs, 15 interceptions, 90 passer rating, 65% completion percentage, 3,261 yards. I mean, White and Vaughn splitting time at the back position. I mean, Mayfield was also running a little bit too. 353, 3 TDs. Mike Evans, leading receiver, 937 and 9, 727 and 2 from Trey Palmer. Chris Godwin, 651 and 6. Kate on 533 and 3 on the receiving side. I mean, our blocking, definitely could have been better. Collins out of 11 sacks, but he was only like a temporary band-aid. I mean, David, 99 tackles, 92 from White, 80 from Dean, 73 from Vea, who had 14 sacks, by the way. Winfield Jr., 73, 64 apiece between Neal and McCollum, 61 for Davis the third. So it looked okay there on the tackle side. Yeah, our defense was definitely better than our offense. I mean, Vea with 14 sacks, 8 sacks from Barrett, and Shayinka, 7, 6.5 from Quinn, 4 from Devin White. And we ended up having 9 interceptions as a team, which is okay. Kicking could be better. Then you got your punting, kick return, and punt return. So, all right, not too bad there. Let's take a look. Offensive yards, 29th, which is pretty low. Our passing yards, 32.72, near the bottom of the league. I mean, not the worst, though. The Bears were really bad. Our rush was at 1,700, which also is not super duper high, and we scored 18.2 points per game, which was pretty low. So we got to figure out what we want to do in terms of draft position, but we'll see. So I'm gonna simulate to the Super Bowl recap, and then I'll see you guys once I'm there. All right, so let me see the Super Bowl recap here. Bills beating the Falcons. Greg Rousseau getting the Super Bowl MVP. We had Hurts, Sirianni, Hurts, Donald, Robinson for the Falcons, Rams, Byron Young, Rookies of the Year. So, let's go on to the offseason. Alright, we got a lot of players up for negotiation, 20 to be exact. Definitely want to keep Mike Evans, Whitfield Jr. I'd like to keep Devin White, Neal. So, Shayinka's got an option, so we'll give him that option. There's a lot of guys here that I'd like to keep. I mean, Mayfield also might just let him walk. We'll see. So yeah, let's try to keep a couple of these guys on the team. We'll go on. All right, so I can't get back Evans or Whitfield Jr. right now, so I might try to franchise tag. How much does he want for franchise? 19.8. I want a little bit of money for. Do I want a little bit of money for agency? I do. So do I restructure any contracts? Let me take a look and see what we got in terms of contract restructuring. I usually don't like doing this. I don't have to. I don't want to have to lose Evans or Winfield Jr., but if if there's any way I can keep it that way, I can keep it that way. I mean, if I were going to restructure contracts, it would probably have to just be... I guess it would literally just be Vea. That's it. That's the only guy I can really restructure. So we'll try to get back Evans and Winfield. Can't really sign them, so they already offered contracts to them. I don't want to franchise tag either of them, because even then, that's still not enough to get both of them back, huh? It's gonna be tough. All right, we'll see. We might end up losing one of these guys. So a little bit disappointing. We basically lost out on Evans and Winfield. Couldn't get them back. I guess I found some replacements. Tracy Walker the third. We got Shaheed Then we got Font and Matt Filer back on the team, so nothing too crazy there. That's about it for moves. That's all we could really do. We're going to go to the draft. I have my first round pick. I got to take a QB because we don't have one, so that's going to be my first round pick, whoever that is. All right, so I have pick 11. I have to pick a QB. So, I mean, Drake would work. Drake would definitely work. Williams, Townsend, Bergstrom, Scotty Williams. I think I'm going to go with Drake May. Yeah, we're going to go with Drake. We're going to take him as our QB. Give him a shot. So that's going to be our guy. And I'm going to draft the rest of the guys off camera. And we'll show you guys the draft recap. So given our pick situation, I feel like our draft is okay. So Drake, Pleasant, Williams, and we got Sanchez, Bryson, and Randall. So that's our draft recap. So 6 players. Let's go on to the start of second season. It might be a transition year. I mean, we were bad this season. We might be bad again this upcoming year. We'll see. So to start second season, let's look at the roster that we have. So looking at the team, we've got Drake as our QB. White still here. We've got wide receivers Godwin, Shaheed, who we signed, Gage Jr. Cade's going to be our tight end. We got Worst left tackle. Matt's going to be our left guard. Center's going to be Ryan Jensen. Cody, right guard, right tackle. George Font, who picked up. He's going to be our left end. Brendan Logan Hall. Vay's going to be our defensive tackle. Joe Shoyinka. Left outside linebacker, mid linebacker, Levante David still, Devin White. Right outside linebacker, Shaquille Barrett, Jamel Dean. Corner with Davis the third and McCollum. Tracy Walker the third, free safety. Strong safeties, Dion Pleasant as well. So yeah, we lost a lot of our guys. Neal we lost too, so. Kicking and punting, Camarda. So we need to get a kicker, and then that'll be our team. I mean, there's really not much else we could do. We don't have a lot of money. I don't even think we could sign a kicker. I think the game's just going to have to do it for us because I don't believe that we have the money to pick up a kicker, but I could be wrong. Dicker the kicker? Oh, okay. No, we can. All right, we have the money. Nice. All right, cool. So that might be about it. Maybe at the midseason point we'll make a trade. But for now, we're just going to keep the team as is. I imagine we'll be bad. I don't think we're going to be very good this year. That's what I'm thinking. So I'll see you guys at the end of the, well, not at the end of the season. I'll see you guys at the midseason point. All right, well, we're 2-4. Not that great. Not that great. Kind of expecting that. I figured we wouldn't be that good this season. So Drake, rookie season, 1,203 yards, 10 TD, 6 interceptions, 61% complete percentage, 86.4 passer rating. Not ideal. White, 195, 170 from Bryson, 114 from Drake, and a touchdown. So our rushing is very good either. I might try to get a really good running back. Gage Jr., 366, 307 for Chris Godwin, 259 from Shaheed on the receiving. Cade's got 181. Our blocking has been okay so far. Pretty good. Devin White, 46 tackles, lead the team. They got 820 from Dean, 27 from David. Vay's got 26, 24 from Pleasant, 22 from Walker. Shaq's at 21. Sack-wise dipped a bit, but a lot of guys do have at least some kind of semblance of a sack. Interceptions as a team, 7 so far, which is pretty good. Dicker's kicking, 50%, not that great. Punting, kick return, punt return. So, number 30th in offensive yards. Obviously, that's pretty low. And actually, yeah, total yards, 30th. Yeah, 1203 passing, very low, and our rush is also very low. And we're scoring 15.5 points per game, which is pretty bad. I mean, defensively, in terms of total yards, we're really good, as you could see. We're allowed 124 points. So it's our offense that's terrible. Defensively, we've been good. So maybe we change up our offense scheme, try to trade for a running back as well. I think that's the move to do. So let me look around the league and see if we can do some things to make this team better. All right. Shaq Barrett and a future first-round pick. We got back Davis and Robinson Jr. from the Commanders. So we get a save a little bit of money here because, you know, Shaq's going to be expiring. He's older. We get some younger players from the Commanders. Don't know if I needed to throw in that first-round pick, but I did just to ensure. I probably could have got some 7th-rounders in return or something like that. But I do think our team becomes better by doing that, a little bit younger. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully we have a chance to make the playoffs, but chances are it's probably not going to be this season. Might be next year. All right, so the Buccaneers went 8-9. 8-9. So better, but not quite there yet. Maybe one more season. Maybe next year will be our year we can get back in the playoffs. So, yeah, Drake definitely needs to improve a little bit. I mean, 65% completion percentage is solid. 27 TDs, 16 interceptions. You got to cut that down a little bit. 90.4 passer rating. But, I mean, it's fine for his first season. We'll give him a chance. Rashad White, 7'11", 6 TDs, 696 from Robinson Jr. Bryson, 323 and 4 TDs. Drake, 271 and 2. Receiving-wise, Gage Jr., leading receiver, 853 and 7 TDs, 824 and 4 from Shaheed. Chris Godwin, 819 and 11 TDs, 552 and 4 from Cade. Blocking-wise, nothing too crazy to write home about. I mean, Wirfs, 12 sacks, allows a little too much for my liking. Devin White, 118 tackles to lead the team, 111 from David. Dean, 86, 84 from Pleasant. Tracy Walker, the third, 69, 67 apiece between Vea and McCollum, 66 for Davis. Let's see the sack situation. 5.5 from Vea and Trajan Shoyinka, as well as Hall, actually, too. So 3.5 from White, 2 from Cansey, and then these guys down here as well. We have 5 interceptions from Dean, 4 from Walker the third, and David Walker, or Levante David, 4. Devin White, 3. Pleasant, 3. These guys 1. So our defense was good. Dicker missed 4 field goal attempts. Then you punted from Kamerta. Kick return, and punt return. So, there you go. 30th in yards on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, that's the problem right there. We're not great offensively. It's be tough to win when you can't really score. I mean, 20.6 points per game, I guess, isn't too bad. But you'd like a little bit better on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, we were pretty good. 349 points allowed is fairly okay. Yeah, I'd say top half of the league. 1864 on the rush yards. I mean, that's not too bad. And then our pass yards were pretty good as well. And we had 29 sacks. And I don't know how many interceptions we had, but I feel like we led the league. Yeah, 22 interceptions as a team. That's fantastic. Jets, though, 53 sacks. Pretty insane. All right, let's head on to the offseason recap, a.k.a. the Super Bowl recap. We'll take a look to see the awards and then try to make some moves to improve this team for our third season. The Super Bowl recap, and it's the 49ers beating the Jaguars. Brown, Super Bowl MVP. We got Burrow, Peterson, Allen, and Donald, and Scotty Williams, Offensive Rookie of the Year, and Defensive Rookie goes to Brian Miranda from the Giants, Raiders, and Giants, respectively. Let's go on to the third season, second offseason. This is going to be a big one. Got a lot of money, a lot of guys to try to re-sign. Should be fun. All right, we got a ton of money, 11 guys up for re-signing. Wirfs, obviously, the biggest guy there. Godwin want to keep, Davis, Jensen, Gage Jr., so there's definitely a few players. Don't know if anybody here has an option or not. Doesn't look like it. So let's see if we can keep some of these guys on the team. Definitely want to keep Wirfs. If I have to franchise tag him, I will. But I feel like I shouldn't need to. But we'll see. I'll make some moves. We'll go on from there. All right. So franchise tag Tristan Wirfs. Godwin wants to test, which is fine. So does Jansen. Everybody else here is nothing too crazy. I guess we could try to keep Wormsley on the team just like as a veteran talent. So we'll keep him on the squad as well. So we're going to have like about over $89 million in money. It should be an interesting free agency. We're going to try to get some of those guys back, and then we'll go on from there. Might have to do a little bit of overpaying. All right, I traded for Dickerson and a bunch of 7s next year, as well as a 6th-round pick this year for 2 future 2nd-round picks and 2 future 3rd-round picks, 2026, 2027. So we get a good left guard in Dickerson from the Eagles, and we get some extra just throw-in draft picks for guys that we can just round the roster with. So that's pretty much about it. I did all my signings I think I wanted to do in free agency, so I'll just show you guys the free agency recap once we get to it. So let's view the free agency recap in case you guys are curious. There's a few guys I wanted to get, but unfortunately I didn't get them. But I did re-sign Chris Godwin. We got Deatrice Wise Jr. on the team, as well as Karras and Morgan Moses. So got a lot of the guys wanted back. Pretty happy with it. It's okay free agency, nothing too crazy. Hopefully, with some development from the other guys on the team in full season, we should be better. Hainsey, we got some offers for him. Curious to see what they would actually field. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting like another pick. Jordan Davis and a 7th-round pick from the Eagles. You know, I'll do that. Yeah, why not? So we'll take on Jordan Davis. It works for me. And a 7th-round pick as well. Another 7th-rounder. Yeah, Davis definitely an upgrade there. So, all right, I'm going to simulate to the start of the next season. I'll see you guys from there. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the draft, right? So I was about to skip through it. So this is what I ended up doing. Got a couple of positions of need, a few positions of need. A few corners, some linebackers, some tackles. We took this Bryson James guy because we needed a right tackle, so that should be helpful. He'll hopefully develop into something decent for the next few seasons. I'll see you guys start the third season, we'll look at the roster, and then go on from there. So, to start third season, we actually have a trade-off here. Davis, I mean, we can review them. I mean, if I can get like a superstar for Davis, I wouldn't be too mad. I mean, right guard, do I need a right guard? I don't know if I need a right guard. Strong safety, Hill. Jeff Oduka, third and a sixth. Spears. Devin Bush. Rashad Bateman in the seventh. Johnson in the seventh. A lot of offers here. 6 and 7 for another wide receiver. We could send him back to the Eagles to get more picks out of them. No, we're not going to do any of these moves. We're going to keep the team as is for now. Maybe at the mid-season point we look to make moves. But let's look at the roster for this third season so far. And it looks okay. We Drake up to 77, so we'll see what he can do. We got Robinson Jr. and White running backs. Wide receiver Godwin, Shaheed, Gage Jr. Cade's going to be our tight end still. We got Wirfs, left tackle, who I have franchise tag. Got to make sure we re-sign him. Dickerson, left guard. Karas going to be our center for now. Right guard's Cody Mock. Morgan Moses, right tackle. Eventually Bryson James will take over, though. Kansas going to be our left end. And then we got Deatrice Wise Jr., right end. Vey is going to be our defensive tackle. Also got Jordan Davis behind him. Tryon Shoyinka, left outside linebacker. Mid linebackers Bush and Minor. So we're outside linebacker. We've got Jamin Davis. And we got Jamel Dean, Carlton Davis III, and McCollum as your corners. Could use another corner. We'll see. Tracy Walker III, free safety. Strong safeties, Pleasant. And then we just need a kicker and a punter. Well, actually, we have a punter, Camarda. But other than that, I mean, we're pretty much set. So let's go to the improved team. Just pick up a kicker, and if we need to make a move in the midseason, we will. I mean, right now, I don't think I need to make a move, but you never know. Harrison Butker, that's the guy I would want to get. Actually, no, we're going to get McPherson. That's a lie. Evan McPherson, welcome to the team. So having a really nice kicker there should help us out. All right, should be good. I'm going to see you guys at the midseason point, and we'll go on from there. All right, and the team is struggling right now. 2-5. Not sure what is happening here. We have some injuries. Must be some injuries, right? Yep, Vea broken ankle. Of course. Okay. That doesn't help out our defense at all. So the team's struggling a bit. All right, let's see the stats. See what we have going on here. Drake is not doing his thing out there. 83.5. 7 TDs, 5 interceptions, 62% completion percentage, 1,406 yards. Not doing too well. Robinson, 41, 3 TDs, 114 from White, 100 from Drake. Yeah, I definitely want to get about a QB, I think. Shaheed, 14, 276 from Godwin, 246 from Cade. Russell's got 242. Tackling, in terms of blocking, yeah, Morgan, 6 sacks allowed. Everybody else has been solid. Devin White leading the team in tackles with 66, 39 from Pleasant, 36 from Dean, 31 apiece with D. Davis and Minor. Our defense has been pretty bad. But obviously, Vega got hurt, so we went 3 sacks. White's got 5 interceptions. That was pretty good. So our interceptions are solid, but not sacking a lot of people. I mean, McPherson's kicking, got your punting, kick return, and punt return. Brandon Chapman. So we're 22nd in yards. Passing is a little bit better. Rush, 702, a little bit better. We're scoring 18.6 points per game, which, I mean, is not great. I mean, defensively, have we been better this year? Or I feel like we've actually stepped it down this year on the defensive side of the ball, and we have, where we allowed 174 points, which is pretty high. 876 rush yards, or 867 rush yards, rather. Third most in the league, and then pass yards allowed. It's also pretty high. So our defense has been pretty bad this season, unfortunately. So, yeah, I mean, with Vea hurt, it's gonna be tough. Probably another lost season. So Drake, I need to find a better QB, I think. So probably in the offseason we'll have to make a trade for a better QB. I don't think Drake's gonna cut it. So all right, we'll see how he does the rest of the season. If he maybe shows some promise, I'll give him a chance. But if not, yeah, definitely need a QB for the 4th and 5th season. All right, wow, we ended up making the playoffs. We ended up making the playoffs. We went 9-8. Okay, we had a great second half of the season. So maybe Drake stepped it up. Okay. Possibly stepped it up. Let's see what happened here. Let's look at the stats. 9-8. He did step it up a little bit. 36, 71, 21 TDs, 9 interceptions, 60% completion percentage, 94 pass rating. Okay. There's some promise there. Okay, there's some promise. Robinson, not too bad of a season. 1153 yards, 7 TDs, 405 and 6 from White. Drake rushing as well a little bit. Godwin over 1,000 receiving yards, 6 TDs, 875 and 7 from Gage Jr., 667 and 2 from Shaheed, 560 and 4 from Cade. Blocking wise, not too bad, except for Moses allowing 10 sacks, a little too much for my liking. Devin White, a tackling machine, 143 tackles for the man. 81 from Pleasant, 74 from Dean and Davis, 59 from Joe, Tracy, and Martavis. So that's pretty cool. Sack-wise, 6 from Wise Jr., 4 from Joe, Tryon, Shayinka, and then 1 from these guys down here, half a sack from these guys down here. Obviously, we're still missing Vea, which kind of sucks, but Devin White, 6 interceptions as well, 4 interceptions from Jamel Dean, Zion McCollum, 3, 2 from Pleasant, and then 1 from a bunch of other guys. Evan McPherson's kicking, 17-23, you got to do better than that. And your punts and kick return and punt return. All right. 14th in offensive yards. I mean, that's definitely better. Second half of the season. For sure. Passing is close to the top. Rush is 1849, which is okay. Could be better. Could be worse. 20.7 points per game is decent. Defensively, sacks, and all that fun stuff. We're going to take a look at that in a moment. Our defense did step it up. Yeah, we only had 15 sacks, probably lowest in the league. Yep. We had 18 interceptions, though, which was tied for most in the league. 361 points allowed is okay. Mostly from our first half of the season not being that great. 1906 on the rush, yards allowed. Which is a little much, but we defended pretty well against passing, which is cool. Overall, solid. Glad we got to the playoffs. Probably going to lose in the wild card to the Panthers, but you never know. That's why you play the games, right? You can see their rankings. So, yeah, we're going to go to the Super Sim and see how we do. Oh, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Let's go to the Super Sim and see how we do. Wild card. Let's see how we do in the Super Sim. Let's sim to the end of the game and see what ends up happening. So we go to the end of the game and see if we can beat the Panthers. Starting it off, we are going to get. They're going to get first blood twice. 14-0 in the first quarter. They're blowing us out right now. 21-0. Finally scored 21-7. We do get a stop there. Second half, starting off, we're going to give up 20. Now it's 34-7. We score, make it 34-14. Get a stop. Can't score. And we're going to end up losing 34-14. Predictable. Not a great game there from our boys. 34-14. But at least we got to the playoffs. There's something. It's a promise. Definitely still an improvement over the past few seasons, which is good. So 34-14. Got a couple more seasons left to go. Drake was terrible in the playoffs. 117 yards. No TDs. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay, 58.3% completion percentage. Maybe. Gotta get a QB. I'll give him the rest of the first half. I'll give him the first half of the season. If not, I might need to find a new guy. Alright, let's see the Super Bowl recap. Cowboys win. Leighton Vander Esch getting the Super Bowl MVP. They won 19-14 over the Ravens. Hurts, McCarthy, Hurts, and Parsons. And we got Kenny Boss from the Giants. Joey Winters from the Texans getting Rookies of the Year, respectively. We got 2 more seasons going to the offseason. We got a lot of money. Some guys we need to resign. Got to resign Vea. We got to resign. Who we got to resign? Yeah, Vea. Got to resign him. That's our biggest guy that we got to get back. All right, we got a lot of money. 17 players. Yeah. Oh, that's who it was. Not Vea. It was Wirfs. That's who we got. Yeah. Davis, Robinson Jr. like to keep. Clancy, Shoyinka, we've got White, Otten, a lot of guys up for negotiations that we'd like to keep. So we have a lot of money. So let's see if we try to get a lot of these guys back on the squad. All right, a few of my guys want to test. I mean, I could just franchise tag Robinson Jr. for the season. I might as well do that. I think we just franchise tag him. I mean, we have a lot of money. I don't think free agency would be that great. I could always get back Trey, Shoyinka, White, and a few of these other guys down here. So that's fine with me. We'll see how free agency is going to be. We have a lot of money, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's head on and take a look and see how we're going to do in free agency. So you guys want some... got some signings on the table. All right, so free agency recap. Nothing too crazy, but we did okay. I mean, we got McPherson back. Also got Tommy Townsend, new punter. We got Devin Singletary, new running back, half running back. Or half back, running back, whatever you want to call it. Backup. He's the backup, okay? Joe Trent, we brought him back, and then we got Kyler Gordon, new corner. So, overall, not too bad. We got the draft recap. I'm going to show you guys that. We don't have any first-round picks this season, but next year we should have all of our picks, and you know, if I need to get a really good player, I have the cap room to do so. So it should be fun. I'll see you guys at the draft recap, and then we'll go on to the start of the fourth. Okay, in case you guys are curious about the draft recap, here it is. So we got a lot of 7th round picks, 4th, 5th, 6th as well. Just picked up some defensive tackles, some ends, another corner, a lot of defensive players, another running back too. So that's about it. I'll see you guys at the start of the 4th season. All right, let's look at the roster. So here it is. So obviously we got QB Drake, Brian Robinson Jr., Robin running back with the Singletary. Wide receivers Godwin, Shaheed, and Gage Jr. Tight end we got Santiago Sanchez. Might want to get a better tight end, but we'll see. Wirfs for left tackle. Dickerson left guard. Center's Takara still. We Mochstar right guard. Right tackles Bryson James. We got Cansey left end. Right end's Wise Jr. Vea's going to be our defensive tackle. Davis. Shoyinka. He's our left outside linebacker. Mid linebacker, we got Devin White. Jamin Davis, right outside linebacker. Jamel Dean, corner with Davis the third and Kyler Gordon. Free safeties, Tracy Walker the third still. Pleasant strong safety. McPherson kicking, punting, Tommy Townsend. And actually, yeah, we don't have our 2nd and 3rd round pick. I made a mistake there. But we do have all of our picks, as well as an extra Philly pick. 7th rounder. So we have our first rounders. That's the important part, is the first rounders, right? So if we look at the improved team, obviously the biggest need would be a tight end, I believe. I think we need that. It's a pretty big need, C position. But everything else is pretty good. I don't know if there's any tight ends that are out there in free agency that we could just sign. I think Grant, but it's not that good. It's not a big difference in overall. If it was like a 77, I'd say yeah, sure, but it's not. So trades. I'm gonna look around. If I can get a really, really good quarterback, I am going to do it. Don't know who that QB would be though, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if there's anything I can do. Can I get a good QB? 3 first-round picks. Got the cap space to do so. So if there's any QBs out there, send them my way. All right, I'm just gonna keep the team as is. Mid-season point, if I need to make a move, I definitely will. But I'm hoping that this team will be better this season. I want to find us a simulator, so I'll see you guys once I am there. All right, so we're sitting at 3-3 right now in the NFC South, which is, I mean, nothing great there. I mean, our offense has been terrible. Our defense has been really good. So we look at the stats. Drake has been okay. 11 TDs, 5 interceptions, 60% completion percentage, 94-point passer rating, almost 1,200 yards. Robinson, 311, no TDs, 285 and 2 from Singletary. Godwin, 366, 5 TDs, 318 for Shaheed. He's got 1 receiving TD. Gage Jr., 196 and 2, 177, 1 from Sanchez. Wow, we don't have a lot of line, man, as you can see that. That's a lot of guys that have just, yeah, they're tired. They're probably tired. Defensively, Pleasant, 33 tackles, 31 from White, 30 from Walker the third and Davis, 29 from Gordon, 28 from Dean, 26 from Vea, 22 from Minor, 20 from Shoyinka. Sack-wise, we've got 4 from him, 2 from White, Davis, and Vea. These guys down here have 1. And just 2 interceptions as a team. Kicking-wise, McPherson's been perfect. Punting, kick return, and your punt return as well. Let's see, 30th in offensive yards. Yeah, we're not getting the ball up and down the football field. I will say that on the offensive side of the ball. Passing yards near the bottom. Our rush is also fairly low as well. Now, I guess when we do get up the field, we're scoring 20.8 points per game, which I don't think is that bad, actually. It's actually top half the league. Defensively, we've been really good. 131 points allowed, which is pretty solid. 576 on the rush. Third least amount of yards, and then 1239 passing there. Okay, I mean, I'm trying to think if there's a trade we can make. I want to get like a really good player, so let's see what's out there in the market. It could be help us out on the offensive end. Maybe another receiver, maybe another running back. Who knows? Maybe a QB. Maybe a QB. I couldn't really find one. I wanted to do like a really good QB, but it's not quite there yet. So yeah, I'm gonna look around and see what we got on the chopping. All right, traded for Kincaid and Douglas from the Bills. Traded with our first round pick and all of our. Actually, I just traded all of our picks this year. Not even gonna rely on the draft. Screw it. Kincaid and Douglas, welcome to the squad. So we got them on the team. So that should help us out, I think, a little bit. Plus, get an extra lineman because I feel like our O-line is just very empty and bare. So hopefully we have a good second half of the season. We can make the playoffs. All right, so we ended up going 11-6 on the season. So those moves definitely did help us. I mean, not quite the greatest of a team, but our defense is obviously really good still. So let's take a look at the stats on the season, see how we did. Drake, not too bad. 3,204 yards, 28 TDs, 6 interceptions. So we cut out on the interceptions. 67% completion percentage, 104.6 pass rating, which we like to see. In terms of rushing, 1,223 rush yards from Robinson Jr. and 4 TDs, 430 and 10 from Singletary. Overall, not too bad there. Chris Godwin, leading receiver, 931, 11 TDs. And we had Rashid Shaheed, 632, 3 TDs. Kincaid, 625, 6 TDs, 620 from Yarborough, and also 4 TDs as well. Blocking wise, I mean, a lot of sacks allowed, but I mean, I guess it's mostly because, you know, we didn't have a lot of linemen, so they're probably all exhausted. Devin White, 103 tackles, 85 from Davis, 79 from Pleasant, 73 from Walker III, 72 from Gordon and Davis III. Shrienko, 61, 57 from Dean, 53 apiece between Miner and Wise Jr., 51 from Mubea. 10.5 sacks from Wise Jr., 8 from Tryon Shrienko. Vea's got 4.5, 3.5 from White, 3 from Davis, 2 from Cansey, and the rest guys down here. Just 6 interceptions, 3 from Davis III, 2 from Walker III, and Pleasant with 1. McPherson was perfect, almost, except for the extra points. He missed 1. Townsend punting, kick return, and then punt return. Pretty special teams. Yeah, 26 offensive yards. Still not great, but definitely better than it was before. We did score a little bit better, which is cool. So we capitalized a bit. Our rush was not too bad. That was near the top half of the league. 23.8 points. Pretty good. And then defensively, we were solid. Very solid defensive team. You see the points allowed. Our rush was good. Our passing was... it was all right. Not too bad. Yeah, pretty good. All that top half of the league. So, with all that being said, we are in the wild card, and we are taking on the Lions, 9-8 at Ford Field. Panthers get the bye. Bengals get the bye. We're in the bottom right corner. You can't see us because my face cam is blocking me. Well, blocking my team. So, yeah, blocking me. All right, let's head on to the Super Sim and see how we do. All right, so here we are, Ford Field. It actually looks really nice in the game, Ford Field. I like that look there. So we're going to sit back because my neck is hurting me. And we're just going to sit like this, move the mic. I'll move the microphone a little bit. That way you guys hear my voice. Should be able to hear it anyway, but we're going to sit at the end of the game and see what happens here. So first blood's going to go out, let's get a field goal, and we're going to score another field goal. There's 6-0, another field goal. 3 field goals in the first quarter. They get a field goal, and they're going to score another field goal. Going to the second half, it's 9-6. No TD so far. And finally get no, it's a field goal. Never mind. And there's a TD, 20-6. Troy can't score. And our defense stepped it up there as we get the W and go on to the divisional. So we beat the Lions 20-6. And good game from us. Yeah, defense really did well. Drake still not great Still not great. 200 yards, no TDs. Robinson 15 carries, 67 yards. Godwin 6 receptions, 83 yards. Okay. I mean, hey, defense is amazing, so we'll take it. Fantastic stuff there from that. So in the divisional, we got to take on the Eagles, 12-5, Lincoln Financial Field. You look at their team, their rankings are really good. I could see us losing this match, but you never know. Maybe something good will happen with us and we could possibly get to the conference championship. That'd be cool. Let's head on to the Super Sim and find out. All right, Lincoln Financial Field. Here we are. Let's see how we're going to end up doing. Head on into the Super Sim and go from there. I just got to put that up, man. My neck is killing me. All right. No, didn't want to do that game. That's okay. Wanted to go to the Super Sim and sim the end of the game. All right, so first blood is going to go to us as we get a touchdown there, 6-0. Didn't make the extra point, though, unfortunately. They're going to get the extra point, though. They're up 7-6, make it 13-7 now. Going to the second half, we get a safety and a touchdown, 22-7 right now. Fourth quarter, we score again. It looks like we actually ended up beating Philly here, 29-15. Oh, they scored 2 right away, but then we get a field goal, luckily. And it's going to be 32-20. I almost blew that game, but we clutched it out. We're going to the conference championship. That was really fast. I wasn't expecting that. But we only won by 3 points. Almost had a meltdown, but we got the job done in Philly, beating them and advancing to the conference championship in our 4th season. Didn't see that one coming, honestly. But here we are, 32-29, and Drake with a really good game. That's the kind of game I want to see Drake have. 284 and 4 TDs. Jalen Hurts pretty solid, but, he's still the good. And you guys can see Godwin had a nice game, 9 receptions, 124 yards. Fantastic stuff there. Yeah, we almost blew it in the 4th quarter, but hey, we got the job done. That's all that matters at the end of the day. So in the conference championship, we've got our buddies in the Carolina Panthers. As you can see, their rankings are pretty good, but we were able to beat Philly. We got to play at Bank of America Stadium. I mean, if we win, we can go on to the Super Bowl, which would be kind of insane. I wasn't expecting that, but Jets and Raiders out there in the AFC. If we could potentially advance, we'd have to take on one of them. So let's go on to the Super Sim and see what we can do. All right, here we go. Conference championship game is here in Carolina. Let's sim at the end of the game and see how we can do against them. We're going to start off here. Carolina's getting first blood 7-0. Second quarter, they're going to score. Nope, we are going to score, though. Field goal, make it 7-3. Going to the second half. And can we take the lead? We are struggling to score. They're going to need to get a touchdown there, 14-3. They're going to score again, 21-3. Yeah, they're going to end up winning. We cannot score. Horrible offensive game there from us. As well, we got to the conference championship game, which is nice. There's that neck that we hate seeing. Terrible game. Only a field goal. Drake must have been shitting the bed. But still a good season. Promising. Got to the conference championship game, but unfortunately couldn't get the job done in our... Yeah, oh, God. Ugh. Man, it's like one game he does well, and the next game he's garbage. Oh, we got absolutely shut down. Yeah, that's not good, Drake. Can't have that. That's bad. That's very bad. All right. Well, 5th and final season is, we might have to question getting a good, trading for a really good QB or something. I don't know, man, because that's too inconsistent for me. All right, let's see the season recap here. Panthers won the Super Bowl by 1 point. Bryce Young, Super Bowl MVP. He was also the NFL MVP. Lewis Fox, Coach of the Year. Jalen Hurts, Myles Garrett, Offensive Defensive Players of the Year, respectively. Darnell Pope, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Bears, Devontae, Dumaine. Okay. 5th and final season. Let's see what we can do. All right, we got a ton of money. 10 players. Dean, Vea, we got to keep. Dickerson, we want to keep. Robinson, obviously. Drake's got a 5th-year option. We're going to accept that bad boy. And is not going to let me? Okay, holy hell, game. All right, and then everybody else here, nothing too crazy. Karras, we can try to re-sign him, but... All right, let's try to get these guys back, and then we'll go on from there. Free agency is probably not going to be that great, so I don't expect too much from it. All right, so Vea, for some reason, I franchise tagged him. He didn't want to re-sign. I gave him a good contract. He's just like, no. Okay. So I just franchise tagged him. But everybody else I wanted to get back. So we'll have a lot of money to play around with in free agency. I mean, I don't think it's going to be that great of a free agency, but hey, we'll try to see if we can try to bolster up the team in any way, shape, or form. So I'm just going to go after as many players as I can, and we'll go on from there. All right, I traded for Schmitz, Ford, and Neal from the Giants for a first, second, third, and pick in 2028. We had a lot of free agency. It was actually a good one. I wanted Tyreek Hill. Didn't get him. Went to the friggin' Panthers. Cooper Kupp. was there as well. But I did get Marcus Williams. That's huge. That's huge. Got Mike Evans back on the team. Landry the third. Got Daniel Jones QB. Gilliam fullback. Right guard Jurgens. Blackman strong safety. Left guard Newman and Edwin Brown center. Just wanted more linemen because I feel like we just didn't have a lot of offensive linemen last season. So we have a little bit more now. I'm just going to go to past the draft. I'll show you guys the draft recap, but I don't even know if Actually, no, I don't even have any picks, so I'll just see you guys at the start of the 5th and final season. I forgot. I traded all my picks. All right, 5th and final season. The team is interesting. The team is very, very interesting. QB, still got Drake. Daniel Jones, one or the other is going to be the starting QB. Don't know who it's going to be, but we'll see. Robinson Jr. with Bryson. We could try to get a better running back. Gilliam fullback. Wide receiver, Godwin, Ford, and Evans. Tight end, Kincaid, obviously. We got Wirfs, left tackle. Dickerson, left guard. Schmitz, John Michael Schmitz could be center. Right guard's going to be Cody Mossdale. James, right tackle. Left ed's going to be Cansey. Right end's going to be Wise Jr. Vea's going to be our defensive tackle. Left outside linebacker is going to be Trianka. Mid linebacker, Devin White. Jamin Davis, right outside linebacker. Corners, Dean, Davis the third, and Gordon. Free safety to be Williams. And then strong safety is Dion Pleasant. And we still got McPherson and Townsend kicking and punting. So overall, nothing too crazy there. Let's take a look here and see the improved team. Because in the event that there is somebody good that we could potentially sign in free agency, we will worry about doing that. So right end wise, I mean, we could look to make an improvement here. Nothing too crazy with that. So, fullback, like I said, we have that. So there's nothing too wild there. Yeah, we don't really need to make a move. I think that's fine. So I think we kind of just keep the team as is. And yeah, if I need to make a move at the midseason, I will do that. I would like a running back. Do I want to get a running back now? You know, I want to get a better running back now. Let me see if I can get a better running back now. I have money, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to just throw in my first, seconds, and thirds in these years and try to see if we can get a stud running back. Checo from the Chiefs. Traded away all my first, second, and third round picks. So, welcome to Team Checo. Wanted another running back, and we got him. So, there we go. I think our team's going to be great. 5th and final season. Hopefully, we're good. I mean, I'd be shocked if we aren't, but you know, I've seen the game be funny. So, I'll see you guys at the mid-season point. And we are 6-0, ladies and gentlemen. 6-0. 6-0. Offense is not looking amazing on the yardage, but yeah, our defense is number 1. So, I mean, that's helpful. Shout out to Marcus Williams getting him and the boys. I mean, Drake's doing all right. 1,190 yards, 13 TDs, 2 interceptions, which is good. 16% completion percentage, 106.9 passer rating. We take that. Pacheco, 499, 3 TDs, 203 from Robinson Jr. Chris Godwin, 428, 3 TDs, 281 and 4, 277 and 3 from Evans, which is not too bad. Our blocking's been good, except for Wirfs, lots 7 sacks. A little too much. What are you doing, Wirfs? Maybe it'll be bad in the second half of the season. Devin White, 40 tackles to lead the team on the defensive side of the ball as per usual. Marcus Williams, 26. 23 from Pleasant, 22 from Gordon, 21 apiece between Davis and Shriyenka, 19 from Davis the third, 16 from Dean, etc., etc. 2.5 sacks from Marquise Watts, 2 from Vea, 1.5 from Davis. A bunch of guys down here have 1.5 sacks, etc. 3 interceptions of the team, a little low. McPherson's been perfect, and you got your punting, kick return, and punt return. So defensively, that's where our bread and butter is. And it's been kind of like that the entire video. So, yeah, you saw offense a little low on the yardage. But we are scoring 27.2 points per game. So, is it really that bad? Not really. I mean, when we get up the field, we score. So, that's perfect. 831 rush yards. And we are running the ball a lot, which is good. Our passing is what's low. But that's fine. We're the best team in the league. So, I can't be mad about that. Our defense is by far the best. Rush, pretty good. And our passing is obviously elite. We aren't letting teams get up and down the football field against us, which is fantastic. So that's the team. I mean, I'm not making any changes. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. We should be one of the better teams in the league. We'll go on from there. All right, so we ended up going 13-4. Panthers are 15-2. 15-2. If only we had Tyreek Hill. Those bastards. We had a good season. Yeah, your rankings are good. We got to take on the Bears. They were 9-8. Before we even do that, though, let's look at the stats and see how we did on the year. So Drake was good. Drake was pretty solid. 3,714 yards, 30 TDs, 5 interceptions, 68% completion percentage, 107.6 passer rating. Pacheco was awesome. 16-14 yards, 14 TDs, 553-9 from Robinson Jr. Godwin, 1,209 yards, 12 TDs, 721 and 5 from Ford, 719 and 6 from Evans. Kincaid, 455 and 2. Blocking wise, I mean, Wirfs, I guess he played a lot of downs. 17 sacks allowed, my man. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's all right. It's fine. Devin White tackles, 97, 82 from Davis, 72 from Pleasant and Williams, 71 from Kyler Gordon. Carlton Davis the third, 69, and Trevon Shurienko, 69 as well. A bunch of these other guys down here. 6 sacks from Wise Jr. to lead the team, 4 from Joe and Vita Vea. Davis 3, same thing with Cansey, 2.5 from Watts, 2 from White. And then interceptions wise, 3 from Davis, 2 from White, Pleasant, and Dean, and then 1 from Marcus Williams. McPherson's kicking, and you got your punting, kick return, and punt return. So there it is. Third in offensive yards, top 3. And our passing, probably what brought us down a little bit, but I mean, it's not like we didn't pass the ball a lot. We were pretty good. Still pretty good. Probably top half of the league. Our rush was the best in the league, 26.4 points per game. Puts us right there at the top. So that we were good. Defensively. Rush yards, pass yards in total, top 5. Or just, yeah, all of that. Top 5, pass yards. Defended well against that. Defended well against the rush for the most part. And we only allowed 315 points, which was pretty good. So obviously we had a good team. So we'll see what ends up happening in the playoffs. I'd love to be able to meet the Panthers again and try to get our revenge against them. That's assuming we got to first beat the Bears. So let's see if we can beat the Bears. All right, here we are. We're in Chicago. So let's see how we do against the Bears. We're going to jump forward to the end of the game and see if we can beat them. They're going to start off getting first blood 7-0, but we're going to get a field goal, make it 7-3 in the second quarter. Get another field goal and a touchdown, 13-7. They're going to make it 14-13. And in the second half, can't seem to score. Back and forth right now. Can we finally get a score? We do. 21-14. They turn the ball over, get a field goal, turn it over again, 31-14. We're going to end up winning. Good second half there, especially the fourth quarter. Third quarter scared me a little bit because we were down, but we do end up advancing to the divisional, beating a team that we, obviously should have beaten, which is the Bears. I mean, they weren't as good as us. Drake, okay, 204, 1 TD, not too bad. Did outplay Ritter. Pacheco was obviously really good, 18 carries, 140 yards. Just give the ball to Pacheco, let him run. Like that should be the goal. All right, we got the divisional, and we've got our boys in Carolina who we're taking on. Okay, this is the matchup I wanted. I want to play against them. I want to see if we can beat them. They're obviously a good team. We're a good team. It's a tough one. It's a tough matchup to beat, but we'll see what we can do. If we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. But let's see what ends up happening. All right, divisional is here. Let's advance to the Super Sim and go to the end of the game. How are we going to do here? So starting off, we're going to get first blood 7-0 in the first quarter. Second quarter, they're going to get a field goal. We're going to score another touchdown, 14-3. And that's what it's going to be going to the second half. Third quarter, Carolina makes it 14-9. They stop us there, get another TD. Don't miss the extra point, though. We're going to make it 20-15. Fourth quarter, it's tight. We got to stop them here, and we do stop them, and we advanced the conference championship again, beating the Panthers this year 20-15. Needed that one. Let's go. Good stuff there. As Bryce Young, I mean it was okay game. He was pretty solid, passed the ball a lot, but the completion percentage wasn't too great. Drake was solid, 64%, and 169, 2 DDs. Pacheco, 16 carries, 64 yards. So we'll take it. 20-15. Shout out to the boys, getting the job done. Let's go on to the conference championship. And it's Dallas. Dallas, of course. So you can see Dallas rankings. For some reason, I can never beat them in the sim. So I'm a little bit weary of how this is going to go, but maybe we can beat them. Who knows? Let's advance. Let's go on to the Super Sim. Try to beat them. Didn't mean to do that. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to relocate my team in the middle of the playoffs. Don't want to do that. All right, so here we are, Dallas. And it's funny enough, I actually wanted to trade for Dak Prescott. I was thinking about doing that, but I didn't. So let's see if that'll come back and bite me in the butt. Conference championship. We're going to get the first blood there, 3-0 on a field goal. And a safety there, 5-0. Get a field goal, 8-0. They're going to make it 8-7, though. Going to the second half, we get a field goal, 11-7. It's low scoring right now. We'll be able to stop Dallas. They're going to get a touchdown. Fourth quarter, Dallas is going to score again, 21-11. We score, make it 21-18. And unfortunately, we lose to Dallas again. Conference championship, 3-point loss. Our offense just didn't do enough. 21-18, and Dallas goes to Super Bowl. I just cannot. I get owned by Dallas. Dallas owns me. Dallas owns me in this game. I don't know why I can't get past them. And Drake wasn't even that bad. Dak was pretty good. Yeah. I mean, it's not like Drake was bad, but he's inconsistent. 3-point loss. What are you gonna do? I mean, we got to 2 straight conference championships. This time it's another 3-point loss. So what are you gonna do? All right. I guess with that being said, let's go to the Super Bowl recap, look at the rewards, and then... who won the Super Bowl? It was Dallas and Vegas, and yep, Dallas wins. CeeDee Lamb, Super Bowl MVP. Mahomes, Peterson, Ewick, Steelers, DJ Watt, and we had Drew Stevens, John Herrick, Cardinals, Ravens, respectively, in our 5th and final season. Built a solid team, unfortunately just couldn't get over the hump. We were close a couple seasons, but just not enough. Dallas just unstoppable for some reason. They actually, wait, they won a Super Bowl, I think, they did, in 2025. Yeah, Dallas just really good for some reason in this, Raiders, unfortunately, lost 2 straight seasons in the Super Bowl. Alright, let's close out the video. Alright, well, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below this videos. We have our socials, playlists, second channel, and main channel down below in the description if you do like other content from me, TJP. And what do we have tomorrow? And a 2K video. Not sure what team is next for football, but you'll find out when that video comes out. But with that being said, I'm going to head on out for now. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon. Peace.